Welcome back. In the earlier sections, I've spoken about discovering and understanding customers' needs, why it is essential to discover and understand customers' need, and how we can perform two ways of gathering needs. In this section, I'll focus on collaborative gathering of needs. It is not a pragmatic approach for a product manager alone to gather an exhaustive set of customers' needs. There are always certain needs that are exclusively visible when collaborated with other stakeholders such as support team, engineering team, sales team, and business development team. Great product managers always know how to scale with those resources to perform their role. However, end of the day, product managers still have the primary responsibility to facilitate collaboration. Let us together take a detailed look at the list of needs that could be identified by collaborating with various stakeholders. First, support team. All of us are aware of Gangnam Style video, and I bet you might have at least clicked on the like button once. The video garnered so many likes that there was a risk that the 32-bit like counter might not be able to accommodate all like counts. YouTube eventually had to upgrade the like counter, perhaps to a 64-bit integer. Now, the point is not around how many views Gangnam Style video got, the point is around the scale parameters. Every product has scale parameters with an expiry date. The support team is best positioned to observe those scale parameters and raise a request with product managers to upgrade the scale parameters whenever it is necessary. The other areas of collaboration is to identify the outcome of support cases for gathering requirements. I could foresee four possibilities. First possibility, customers do not know how to achieve the desired outcome. Perhaps the product might not be intuitive, or customers should be better educated about the product. Second possibility, customers get caught in a problem while achieving an outcome. Probably the product does not behave as expected. If there are many such occurrences, the product manager has to ensure the stability of the product. The other possibility is customers always click on the wrong button, which might probably call for a redesign of the entire workflow. Third possibility, customers could accomplish a partial outcome only. The product might be partially fulfilling the entire need, so product manager should plan to close the gap between what the product delivers and what the customers desire. Fourth possibility, customers request the product to deliver outcomes that it cannot deliver currently. Not all possibilities culminate in product requirements. Some of them are merely feedback about the product to the product manager. Nevertheless, it is worth taking a look at the outcomes of support cases to identify product requirements. Among all the stakeholders, I firmly believe that collaborating with the engineering team is key to delivering the right product. Product managers own problem space. They are aware of what customers require and why they require what they require. They are also aware of the overall trends surrounding technology, industry, and market. On the other hand, engineers own solution space. They're always with abundant ideas along the lines of emerging technologies. The magic happens at the convergence of problem and solution space, identifying right solutions for the right problems. Magic can happen through delivering new outcomes for existing customers' needs, integrating right technology. So many technologies emerge every day. It is essential for us to weed out the fat from reality and make bets on the right technology. Finally, value engineering. Innovating to increase the product efficiencies, for example, improving search algorithm as Google does, or improving recommendation algorithm as Netflix does. Another area of value engineering is reducing the cost of goods, especially with a hardware product, contributing to an increase in margins. Product manager can also collaborate with sales team to perform win-loss analysis of some of the major deals to understand why do customers buy our products. Product manager might be thinking that customers buy the product because it delivers XYZ outcomes. But it is wise to ensure whether customers are really buying the product because it delivers XYZ outcomes or because it delivers some other outcomes. Accordingly, we can identify where to invest going forward. Next is to identify why are customers whining. If we see a pattern, we have to comprehend lack of what element or lack of what elements is making our customers whine. What deals did the product lose? Is there any trend? Are customers' behaviors changing? Or customers expecting something different than what the product has delivered so far? Finally, is there a pattern of new requests in RFPs? Most enterprise products encounter RFPs. Customers float RFPs to evaluate products from multiple vendors, and RFPs could be an excellent source of information to know what customers really need. All those analysis will help product manager identify product gaps with competition, potential area of investment, and changing customer behaviors and needs. Collaborating with business development team can help product manager identify the potential growth opportunities for the product. What geo or demographic contributes to growth? What are the needs of that segment? How to capture that segment to ensure product growth? Another area of focus is demand generation. It is a process of identifying white spaces and untapped market that would be addressed by making little or no variation to the product. The fundamental idea is to evaluate how we can position the product for an entirely new set of use cases. Finally, the business development team can help evaluate the risks of adjacencies, what phones did to pages and what smartphones did to cameras and navigation devices could happen to your product as well, unless you proactively identify adjacencies that could be a potential threat. For collaborative process to work successfully, there are basic tenets that you should follow. First and foremost, realize that you as a product manager is not entitled to demand all the stakeholders to gather customer needs. So demanding never works. It is a classic case of influencing the stakeholders to help you without any authority. So ideally, before collaborating, nurture relationship by lending them an helping hand whenever required. Once you have built the relationship, you can leverage stakeholders to gather customer needs. But do remember that it is not fair to expect them to deliver the entire need in a platter. In some scenarios, they might provide a small piece of a puzzle, and it is up to the product managers to piece together individual pieces of a puzzle obtained from multiple sources to get more clarity. At last, do not blindly throw them in the arena. Train them to think as a product manager does by facilitating them to ask the right questions for gathering appropriate customers' needs. Also, aid them with the right set of tools. One such tool could be 5 Whys. We will talk more about the 5 Whys framework in the next section. When stakeholders revert back with the requirements and they attempt to rationalize why it is required and how it fits with the overall purpose and objectives of the product, trust me, you have built a great collaborative environment and you have successfully trained everyone to think like a product manager. Every stakeholder need not act like a product manager, but every stakeholder should definitely think like a product manager does to understand the rationale behind every single change made to the product. See you in the next section to talk about 5 Eyes tool. Thank you. See you soon.